Hello again, YouTube. So there's nothing wrong with this transmission, but I'm going to teach you how to diagnose one. So if you ever have a problem, your transmission won't go into gear on a KBR 925, 940, or 860, all use the same 6-speed transmission. Here it is. Come into your manual here and you look in your maintenance section. In your maintenance section. Right here to page 57 or so. And this is the solenoid layout for your gears. So you'll see first gear uses solenoids 1 and 6. Second gear uses solenoids 1 and 5. Second gear uses solenoids 2 and 6, fourth, and so on and so forth. And that's how they read. So in order to see which ones those are, because they're not labeled here, you flip down here to your schematic. Around page, there, so I can just turn it around. See? There's your page 3365. This is the whole layout for your transmission wiring diagram. Okay? This is your high-low switch, gear selector 1 through 4, 5 through 6. This is your actual gear shift lever. These are the diodes. These are your solenoids. This is your solenoid layout pattern. You see. So if you ever need to look at that, it's the same on all of our transmissions. Doesn't matter if it's CAN controlled or not. This is different on the CAN controlled system. But this and this is the same. So in order to check your gears, you want to put it in first gear. And what you want to do is check, as we saw on the previous page, we're going to use 1 and 6. So 1 being the bottom right, and 6 being the, can't focus on that, it's the top center. So all we're going to do is going to take something magnetic, say a screwdriver, and I'm going to check all of these coils by simply reaching in here and touching it. Nothing. Magnetic. Nothing. So these wires are in the way, it's a little difficult, but so I have magnetism on the correct ones. Doesn't take much. So I've got magnetism here and here. The rest of these, oh, you're staring at the hose. There we go. Got nothing here. Nothing here. Got magnetic here. Nothing here. I got magnetic here. And that's first gear. So if we switch to second gear, so then I should get magnetic here, as I do. And then this magnetism will go away. And then this one down here will be magnetic. Okay? Oh, sorry. Nothing. Don't do that here. And you work your way through just like that. If you wind up with magnetism on more than what you need, then you have a bad diode. So if you have first gear selected, you should be able to have diodes 1 and 2 have energy, and 1 will feed down to solenoid 1, and 2 will feed down, jump, solenoid 6. So if you've got magnetism on, say, 1, 2, and 6, then you got a blown diode. And what it's doing is allowing some of these to backfeed, and it'll, well, let's say, actually, it's more likely this would happen. Let's say diode 3 was bad. When you put it in first gear, you'll have energy come down to solenoid 1, but it'll also come up. It'll energize this side of the diode, which will energize this and give you 5. So you'll have 1, 5, and 6 all at the same time. You don't want that. So that's how you test that. Hope this helps somebody. Well, let's say you have the correct magnetism. Okay, let's say you tested it and you have the correct magnetism on all your solenoids. When you put it in first gear, you have a magnetic solenoid 1 and 6, but you still don't have first gear. So then what you have to do is check your stem. That's the part that is attached. Okay? That's the part that the nut is attached to. Take that nut off and you slide that coil off of, usually when you lose a gear, like let's say 1 is your problem. You don't have first gear, you don't have second gear, but you have third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so you don't have first and second, but you have third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth. Then your problem is likely going to be solenoid 1. Well, let's say your coil is getting magnetic. I would check your stem. I come up here and find 1, which is the bottom right corner. I'm going to go down there and take the coil off of it and look at the stem. And if the stem is perfectly straight and in line with all the rest of the stems, it's probably fine. But if it's got a little bend to it, like say a rock hit it and it bent it ever so slightly, you'll lose first and second gear. Well, likewise, let's say it happens on 5. Let's say you have a bad coil on 5. Okay, so you got power down there, but you're not getting a magnetic on 5. You'll have first gear, you'll have third gear, and you'll have fifth gear, but you will not have second, fourth, or sixth, because those require coil 5. So, anyway, I hope that helps you. Maybe if I have any more problems with transmissions in the future, I'll be able to do a little more in-depth diagnosis. So, as always though, have a safe day.